Hey everyone, welcome back to ChaatNChat. My name is Josh.
My name is Miguel.
And we're watching CHENNAI Express. This is part 3, so if you've missed part 1 or part 2, then you can go check them out by clicking the link in the description below this video where you can find the playlist and watch all of them and then join us back here for part 3. और अगर अब तक नहीं किया, सब्सक्राइब करो, शेयर करो, और लाइक बटन पर मारो.
They will feel hurt. मालूम पड़ी कि हम हस्बैंड वाइफ का झूठ बोली तो नेक्स्ट टाइम ये लोग किसी और को हेल्प करेगी.
देखो ये तुम्हारी मांग में मैंने विच बड़ी ये सिंदूर डाला ना, इसको सीरियसली मत लो. ये तो स्टूपिड सी रस्म है.
Oh.
तुम लोग यहाँ पे एक अच्छे लोगों की कंपनी बना के साथ साथ रहो. मैं इस गांव में नहीं रहने वाला हूँ, राइट? मुझे बख्श दो.
There's something deeper at play for him, I think.
That's what I'm saying. I was thinking and saying earlier was that he's feeling trapped. He's found something, and yet in a way he knows that, or he thinks that it's not possible.
लेकिन मीना माँ को ऐसे अकेले छोड़कर कुछ अच्छा नहीं लग रहा.
Go back, man. Come on. Yeah, and then the way that he was like putting down all of the rituals that they were doing. I mean, you know, people, you gotta respect, you know, how people feel about that.
Rahul?
Oh, they found you. Oh, maybe these village people will try to step in though. It worked for him before.
No.
समझने की कोशिश करो.
क्या समझ?
वो.
क्या वो?
अरे वो.
क्या वो?
Yo.
वो कोयता हो जाए मेरा. तुझको बचाने घन चक्कर.
I love that they have this relationship with the songs.
Ooh la la, ooh la la, ooh la la, ooh la la.
मैं तो करूँगा तेरी हेल्प मीना. अब तू मेरी बात समझी ना. मीना.
ले ले तू.
हाँ ले लूँगा मैं.
Not gonna happen.
Oh, it's gonna be, is it a dance-off?
Does someone speak Hindi?
I think that's a Shah Rukh. They're using like famous songs and replacing the lyrics. Like I think that was a Shah Rukh Khan movie that he changed the lyrics to. Oh. Dude, these camera movements.
They wet their pants.
Ready, steady, ball.
Oh, slick.
Where's her dad?
Nah, back at the village. I don't think he really leaves the village.
What's she thinking of? The village?
The ashes. She doesn't want to leave him. Yeah, I think she doesn't want him to leave the ashes behind.
Hey, Meena! यार ये औरत को भी कोई समझ नहीं सकता. इस टाइम पे भी सामान की पड़ी.
It seemed like she was remembering something. Yeah, the ashes.
She's more concerned about his and his duty than he is himself.
Well, yeah, but I think it's because she really is feeling that connection. So like for her, it's almost her duty now too, because when they were doing all those rituals, I mean, she took them seriously, I think.
Yeah.
So for her, like this is part of her duty too.
Chalo.
चलो
It just makes him more angry.
Dude, come on. You're a tall dude, you're ripped. You could get like any girl. Why would you chase a girl that clearly doesn't want you? Go get a girl that is like,
But they're playing him off as he's a little on the slow and,
Yeah.
you know, kind of...
but also guys tend to want the piece they can't have.
Right.
मैं सही कर
सही कैसे? इतनी मुश्किल से तुम्हें चांस मिला है भागने का।
मैं तभी भाग सकती थी जब तुम गांव में फुल टाइट हो गई थी बेवड़ी
That's true.
मैंने एक डिसीजन लिया, उसे मुझे अपनी तरह से पूरा करने दो प्लीज। और वहाँ पे तुम्हें खतरा हो सकता है। सपोज तंगबली वहाँ
वही
गया
ना मैं ही तेरे को बचाएगी ना तंगपाली से
She has that track record with them. Oh, she's in love. Yeah, sweet.
It's cute. Ooh, what are they picking?
Tea? Tea leaf? Oh man, I'm such a fan of these songs in this movie. I love it.
Oh, wow.
It reminds me of when we were watching Kantara,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Well, and also the mute guy.
दो तरह के फ्लेवर, 100 तरह के तेवर, दर बदर फिरते हैं।
Oh.
Ooh, elephants.
Just chilling.
Yeah, just chilling. Burfi? Was
Yeah.
that the movie?
Barfi.
Burfi?
Yeah.
Where she liked the faces and of those, and they had them at the wedding at the end.
Oh.
And they did the whole thing with him where he wore it to hide his face, so he was pulling the rickshaw, the cart. So yeah, really pretty green lush there. They're getting good mileage out of that Jeep.
Yeah.
Ooh, pretty blue.
Wow, that is a really long bridge. Oh, Rameshwaram.
Wow, that's pretty architecture.
Yeah. No matter how many times I see these structures, it just is always mind-blowing. The detail and craftsmanship. So he's gonna feel a lot better after doing this too, I'm sure.
Some of it was also probably
जैसे कल मैं तेरे को छोड़ के चली जाएगी
What? You're supposed to be together.
I'm going away forever Rahul
tell her no.
Tell her now.
और अगर अप्पा आके पूछती कि मैं तेरे घर में क्या कर रही है तो तू क्या जवाब देगी
शादी करो भाई.
तुम और मैं
प्यार.
It's okay Rahul
Say it. Come on, say it.
मेरे लिए पूना ही ठीक है
पानी नहीं तुम्हारा प्यार मांगा है
Come on.
She loves you, dude.
Come
so,
on.
you
What's
know.
the problem here? Take down the walls. Oh. He didn't say it.
No.
If he lets her go, Like, come on, there's all this tension. The tension would just go away if you just agree to go to Mumbai.
And I can't. I just. Her father. I'm sure he's in a position where he's like, I want the best for my daughter, and if she can marry, and
he's power hungry.
I get that he's power hungry, but a lot of times those kind are the ones that, when it comes down to it, their daughters control their heartstrings a lot more than most people know.
Well, he was going to give him a chance. He said you can fight, you know, Tangu Bali?
Tango Bali?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't want to fight the guy,
No,
but at
no.
least the dad was going to give him a chance.
You know, so.
At the beginning, he had a shovel, so, and I think it wound back the time.
So maybe we're coming up on the shovel scene.
Well, yeah, and that chapter is not over, so it's like there's still something.
She crazy. Uh-oh, bad music playing.
No, he's driving them back to the village. Her village. I think. Maybe it looks like her village.
It is her village with the... Because remember they came through and yeah.
I think he's bringing her back so that he can... remember what he said earlier, face your problems head on? And maybe he wouldn't feel right running away with her, so he needs to come and settle it with her dad, you know, and maybe get his blessing so that he can do it properly. Oh, she's like, you're in it.
क्योंकि आज मैं यहाँ से बात करूँगा और आपको भी यहीं से सुनना पड़ेगा।
Throwing it down.
क्या मैं mad हूँ या मैंने फिर से drink किया है? No sir, not mad sir. I know
This is
drink. Drinks funnel है, ऐसी?
monologues.
Yeah, Shah Rukh Khan always gets his monologue.
क्या आप अपनी बेटी से प्यार नहीं करते? Daughter इनको इल्ले sir, इल्ले?
Throwing some Tamil in there.
ఇప్పుడు ఓరు అపన్ ఎరుపనా?
He must have been studying on the way.
ये power is bullshit sir. I say it's all bullshit.
Tanga Bali.
पूरे गांव से लड़ूंगा सिर्फ मीना के लिए. Because I love her.
Yay! He said it. I go, girl. It's like, there it is. Oh, dude. Yeah, if you thought your speech was gonna do much. You called him out, said you'd fight every one of them. Let's go.
He's gonna get up and see if he really will follow through on it.
Yeah, he's gonna see if he's all talk, no action.
Yeah.
All right. If he's gonna marry his daughter to somebody, they better be man of their word.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I think here comes the shovel. He locks on his focus and he's just gonna
They bring machetes to the fight. Yeah. Yeah, he's got his focus. It's good to keep in mind what you're doing it for. Makes taking the punches a little easier.
You know, and it always shows that you're a big man when, you know, you can all do 5 guys on one guy, you know?
Yeah, and with the weapons. Shovel time.
Oh, more than the big man can.
And like I was saying before, it's that camera move that is showing him above everybody, right?
Yeah.
Ooh. You know, and maybe the shovel, another symbol of the common man, right?
Yeah.
As like a tool, like common tool. Yeah, you're not winning that strength battle.
He's gonna put him in the mud again.
It's not looking so good. Rang his bell. He's probably like, I just knocked him out. Why are you not impressed? Why aren't you calling my name?
Yeah.
Like, I just showed my strength,
And
girl.
and even if he's a simple guy, he's like, why would I want a girl that doesn't want me?
No, he's still, I don't think he's thinking that. You're about to awaken a monster. Bit of a cheap shot, but get it where you can. Whoa! Jeez! Basically using whatever he can get his hands on. Wow. Whoa! Yeah. No. Maybe that's enough. See, the Don must respect strength.
Which means he's really weak, unfortunately.
Come on.
He should have thrown it somewhere else, not right next to him. Oh, he knows he's been beaten. What is he gonna say?
तुम हमारा जैसा real man. You win. Ja. ini mina unakta. Mina tera.
I don't think he really understood the message. She's not someone to win, like a
not like,
prize.
Like, you know, the stuffed bear at the,
Yeah.
the fair.
Yeah. I mean, he went through that whole thing to prove that the opposite, but okay. Oh, that's gonna be a party.
Can you clean up a little bit beforehand?
And you might want to ask your daughter.
Baby, can you massage my arm? It hurts.
Oh, he's in some rough shape.
इतना प्यार करती मेरे को.
Call back.
इधर को बताने का डेंजर क्यों लिया?
Meenamma, don't underestimate the power of
हलवाई.
क्या उतना प्यार तू भी मुझसे करती.
Yeah, okay.
बीच रात में अपने अप्पा का स्कूटर समझ के मुझे किक मारेगी।
No.
तकरीबन 1635 भाषाएं बोली जाती हैं, लेकिन आज पता चल गया कि सबसे अहम भाषा एक ही, प्यार की।
प्यार वही है।
और आज ये राहुल मिनम्मा को जरूर बोलेगा, दिलवाले दुल्हनिया ले जाएंगे।
Oh, that's the title, DDLJ, that very last line. It's like a movie, I think from the 90s or something. People are saying to watch it, but I think it has a train sequence in it too. Rajnikant, a South Indian hero. Lungi dance. I don't know. Maybe some South Indian reference? I don't know. Like, I think this is paying tribute to South Indian things like South Indian hero. I think that's Rajnikant. Lungi dance. Love it. Seems like a song that would definitely be playing in a club after this movie's release.
चलो
Chalo. The boss.
The
okay.
boss. Okay. All right.
So yeah, that was fun. That is what I was hoping for. Some fun action, romance, comedy. You know, this movie had it all. It was a full entertainment package, and I really liked those. I think it was done really well. My favorite aspects of this is that it's the two sides, opposite sides of the tracks. Because, you know, she's coming from an area where she has a lot of stuff. She wants to get away. It's almost like grass is greener on the other side sort of thing. And they met in the middle, and, you know, because I think he wanted his life to be more adventurous and all that. Her life is crazy adventure, and she wants like a simple life, you know? She's like, hey, you know, like being a sweet seller, totally cool with me, right? So I think that he got his fill, though, after all of that. But I'd love to see a little after credits,
Few years
scene
after
of,
would have been cool.
Yeah, Deepika is a really funny actress.
Yes.
Like, she's funny. Her face, like when she was doing that sleep like thing and she was like making weird faces, it was really good.
That
I
was
like-
funny.
I was into it, and then her voice acting too. How she could change her voice,
Yeah.
like through all that.
Yeah.
All right, I think I'm going to rate it an 8. I'm going to give it an 8.
I'm going to give it a 7.
Okay,
And it's a good 7.
it's a good 7.
It's a good
It's a
7.
tasty 7.
It's a tasty 7. Well, 7's a perfect number. I did like, the visuals were really good. That I liked a lot.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of colors, really liked that. That village was beautiful and the surrounding area was beautiful. And there was a lot of interesting lighting effects that were going on that I really liked. So really appealed to the eye. You know, like when she was praying, she had this nice glow on her. And I was like, oh, that's really nice. And then again, that whole effect of floating on air, standing on air, that I think is just a really cool effect.
Like the ground was transparent. You
Yep,
know,
yep,
that's a thing.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Overall, I liked that there were some really strong themes. Definitely about living one's life the way that you want, how some people may not have choices in that matter. And in a little bit, it was like his grandfather was deciding something for him, even though his grandfather had already passed. I've had you do this last thing, my last wish, and at this point, you are on your own. And you need to do what you need to do. And if you listened closely to his conversation before he passed, it kind of was, it was almost one of those conversations that we've all had with older people when they sometimes just kind of, it's like random ideas that you're like, where's this all going? I'm not quite sure where all this is. And he was kind of doing that a little bit, but if you look back at what he was saying, pulls it all together. So from the very beginning to the end when he was doing the ceremony. So, I liked that. And again, strong theme around love, which always is really great to have. And I was like going, yeah, and if we all could just be a little bit more loving to one another, maybe that universal language can, break down a lot of barriers. And so that's why I gave it the number I like, because it had some really strong themes and just some great.
Enough kind of held it back, like it wasn't.
There were a couple of things where I'm like going, okay, it's a few things that I was like going, okay, it's dragging on a little bit. And then we get to some disastrous scenes where I'm like going, oh, it's just monster goonage stuff. Which I'm like, you only have to show so much and I get it.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought the pacing was actually pretty good. I mean, look, a lot of these movies could be shortened. There's a lot of pressure in the movie industry on the cutting floor, is to make all these cuts and try to trim it down to get under a certain amount of time, that I feel like maybe there isn't as much pressure in other industries. But I felt like the pacing was good, because I felt like every scene, every part of their adventure led to more and more of the story. I didn't ever feel like we were stuck in a rut that wasn't progressing, whether it was him learning more about another side of the country or her learning more about him, or vice versa, and them getting to know each other, because it was kind of a journey that they took together. So I enjoyed actually the pacing of it. But I also wonder about his grandfather, if he put that as his last wish, to be taken to such a foreign area so far away from where they're from, because he wanted his grandson to take that trip. Because I mean, anytime you go on a trip like that, I mean, by train, it's going to be an adventure. Whether you run into goons or not, I mean, you're going to have some sort of adventure. You're going to be forced to be in an area that's outside of your comfort zone, in an area that doesn't speak the same language as you, and going outside, so far outside of your comfort zone, you're bound to learn a lesson and all that. So I wonder if some part, like
definitely
he put that in his will, because normally it's just like, oh yeah, pick up, like the Ganga River is so holy in itself that, yeah, sure, spread my ashes there.
Right.
But, picking another region is kind of like, wow, that's a power move. So, because with your last wish, how can anyone refuse
Exactly.
it? And part of the fate is when he tried to refuse it, fate just kept intervening, and be like, dude, it's his last wish, you can't do that.
Yeah.
And just everything kept pushing him towards that direction. It was good. It was fun, and it's interesting, seeing Shah Rukh Khan in such a comedic role. I don't think we've seen this much comedy from him in a previous movie, because Jawan, sure, there was like some comedy in Jawan, but it was more or less just an action movie. There was some romance there too, but mostly it was just action. And Chakade was just like one of those inspirational dramas, so there wasn't, again, of course there's some comedy moments, but it's not a comedy. This had him doing a lot of comedy, which was interesting to see.
Yeah, even just some of the wordplay was very.
I love the songs that they're singing together, and it took me a little while to catch on that they were actually singing to just changing the lyrics of famous songs. But you have to be really witty and quick to be able to do something like that, to come up with lyrics in the tune of another song. And, so I caught a couple of them in there, but yeah, I'm just so bad. And there's that game, I always forget the name of the game, but you sing a song and then the last syllable of the song that you stop at, the other person has to sing a song that begins with that syllable. And even that game I'm so bad at, because I just don't know enough songs by heart to know the syllables that each lands on. Well, you guys let us know in the comments what you thought. What rating would you give it? And give us more suggestions, because I did see this being suggested quite a bit, and when people were saying, oh, it's going to be fun, it's the whole package, and that's what I look for. I really enjoy the full entertainment from this movie. So thank you so much for that. And guys, if you haven't already, go over, hit the subscribe button. And if you like this video and you want to see more videos like these, then hit that bell icon as well so that you can be notified. So when we drop more videos in the future, you won't miss them. Agar ab tak nahi kiya, like button par thappar maro.